today we are talking lawsuits, other miscellaneous backlash, just another day in the week, what can I say? But if you're interested, please keep on watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. And I totally forgot to do my proper intro. All that and more on today's episode of Totally Legit K-Pop News with me, Angelina. So if you're interested, please keep on watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. The last we heard about NewJeans is basically that they themselves said, you know, we're leaving Ador. We've left, essentially. You guys are the ones who did the contract violation, so you deal with it. This contract isn't ours anymore. We're done. We're gone. We're going to continue out our scheduled appearances and such, all brand deals and such. But that's about it. Now, everybody and their mothers was like, it's not that simple. There's no way you can just leave a company like that. Because if you could leave a company like that, then anyone and everyone would have done it by now. I mean, contracts are in place for a reason, right? Ador filed a lawsuit regarding the validity of NewJeans contracts. Because of course, NewJeans are like, these contracts are not valid. Ador and Enhypen has violated these contracts, so they're no longer valid. But Ador now has to file a lawsuit against NewJeans to prove that they are indeed valid. Because like I mentioned, NewJeans is all like, yeah, we're going to continue our schedules, but like, you know, this isn't our contract anymore. You're not our company anymore. And Ador's kind of like, whoa, hold your horses there. Like, you still have to work for us for another, like, what, 5 years? You still have a lot of time left on that contract. You can't just go. Like, NewJeans says this, Ador says that. It's really like a court of law that would have to decide who is right in the situation, right? Let's take a look at what Ador has said. They filed a lawsuit with the Seoul Central District Court to legally confirm the validity of their exclusive contracts with their artist NewJeans. Again, I already told you the whole backstory. NewJeans said this, Ador was like, whoa. Nor. Let's read a bit of this. We did not wish for the issue with our artist to be resolved through legal judgment, but this inevitable decision was made to clarify to the artist and various stakeholders that the exclusive contracts between the agency and the artist cannot be lightly terminated based on one-sided claims. Above all, we seek clear judgment from the court to uphold the foundations of the K-pop industry, which has grown based on a healthy trust relationship between artists and agencies, and further, the foundation of the Korean popular culture industry. Now, I know a lot of commentary about them, you know, unilaterally deciding to end their contracts was heavily criticized. You know, a lot of people supporting them, don't get me wrong, but I did see a lot of criticism as well. Like, you can't just end a contract like that. And especially for stakeholders in the company, for investors in the company, you know, they're probably worried. They're probably more than worried about this, right? It is with heavy hearts that we share this news, but it is to prevent any misunderstandings that the artists might have about the legality of the contract termination, which could lead to violations of the current exclusive contract in their entertainment activities, causing unexpected damage and confusion among domestic and international industry stakeholders. So essentially, if NewJeans just decide to stop working, I mean, that would go against their contract should it be valid, right? If a court decides, no, this contract is valid and NewJeans stop working, I mean, it's not good for them, right? So they go on to describe, you know, the dynamics between a K-pop idol and their companies, the synergy of the artist's talents and relentless efforts of the company's full investment and trust. In an uncertain environment where it is difficult to predict success or failure, the agency's proactive support over a long period of time is essential for popular culture and especially the K-pop industry. An agency's proactive support is based on the expectation and belief that the agency and the artist can grow together over a certain period of time, and this mutual agreement is the foundation of the exclusive contract. But, you know, Ador is basically saying that, like, you can't do this. So they end off this statement with their stance. Ador's stance on continuing with NewJeans remains unchanged. Separate from seeking judicial judgment on the validity of the exclusive contract, we believe that efficient and sincere discussions with the artists are absolutely necessary. Despite numerous earnest requests from Ador's employees, we have not yet had the opportunity to communicate with the artists, but we will make continuous efforts to resolve any unnecessary misunderstandings between the artist and the agency. We will do our best to repay the love for NewJeans music with better activities activities. We ask for your support and encouragement so that Ador and the members of NewJeans can wisely overcome the current situation. So Ador right now are painting the picture that NewJeans are uncooperative and that they don't want to talk to them. Like, Ador is saying, we want to talk to them. We want to sit down and have a conversation. Like, they've released so many statements saying that. So they're painting NewJeans as being uncooperative. That's not a personal opinion. That's an observation before anyone freaks out. I'm not saying that's what NewJeans looks like. I'm saying from everything I've read from Ador, that's what they're painting NewJeans to look like, right? So now let's see what some K-netizens think about the situation. Again, this is not reflective of every single K-netizen. People have different thoughts. We're just looking at some of them for funsies. NewJeans will win. Yep, NewJeans will win everything. I don't know what that means. Always win. What are they saying? The bus already left. NewJeans is winning. Fig door. Haebungi, please screw off. Finally, they are really doing it. They kept chanting and pressing the fact that they were gonna sue NewJeans. NewJeans fighting. They're doing the right thing. Do they think that a contract is a joke? Read the contract carefully before speaking. Stop trying to media play in the situation. Hybe, it's not your time to interfere right now. You were the ones who said that you would throw away NewJeans and start over. This is referencing the internal documents from Hybe where they said, throw away the new and start over. Allegedly referring to NewJeans, Hybe basically said, no, we were not talking about NewJeans. We actually just wanted NewJeans to separate from LE SSERAFIM so LE SSERAFIM could shine on their own, shine in a different way. Just as I expected, just try go, since that was what we expected. They sue every time they get triggered. Oh good, NewJeans fighting. Shall we look into some more comments? The comments on the comments. This was the move the NewJeans team wanted, lol. Good luck, Hybe, you've got more skeletons ready to come out. So a lot of people are actually saying that this was NewJeans' smart move to do this because they didn't have to file anything. They just had to wait for Ador to file something. So usually it would be the artists who file like a lawsuit against their company to terminate that contract. But NewJeans just sat back and waited for Ador to do that. And Ador did do that. So again, legal jargon, but people are saying like Ador that is the move that NewJeans team wanted anyway. People are saying that it's on Ador. So it's Ador's legal burden right now to prove anything, right? They have to prove that the contract is still valid, if that makes sense. I mean, I guess NewJeans still have to prove that the contract is invalid, but like it's the bulk of it is on Ador. I don't know. We'll read some more comments that explain it a little bit better, but that's from what I'm understanding of this. That's another thing I heard. Like, if they were the ones to bring forth the lawsuit first, everything would be halted until they could come to a conclusion. But because they were waiting for Ador to make the first move, they can still continue. Again, we're just discussing things. I'm not a lawyer. We're just discussing discussions. Okay. So the next comment says, yeah, I was thinking that too. Their contract literally says if the company does not respond within 14 days, they can terminate the contract. And that is just what they did. For starters, plus it's obvious that they have been collecting evidence to validate their claims. Ador just walked into NewJeans' trap. So I know a lot of people think that. I've seen this opinion going around, and there's other people counteracting that by saying like, well, it's not that simple. It's never that simple, is it? So like I was mentioning, some people think this is a super smart move, but then of course, there are some people who think this is really not it. So what do you think of all of this? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, of course. Who is excited for Squid Game Season 2? I know that Squid Game Season 1 was super popular. I remember being at the edge of my seat just watching it and loving it. It was a classic. Can you say it was a classic? It became a classic. It was a hit. It was a hit immediately upon its release. It blew up. And now we're finally getting Squid Game Season 2. So we're starting to get to know the cast members. Spoiler alert. Oh my God. Spoiler alert. And one of the cast members actually is Park Sunghoon. Okay? And it seems that he is playing a transgender character. So here he is. I can't show the teaser because we will get sued and we don't want that. But anyways, because this is a male actor playing a transgender character, there's a lot of backlash. You know, a lot of people saying, well, why couldn't you have just casted a transgender woman in this role? So again, spoiler alert, we're giving away this character's backstory. Just a little bit, just a little detail about their backstory that ties into the backlash that the character is receiving, or the actor also receiving, or Netflix is receiving, whoever, everybody's receiving, okay? The character's backstory is basically Hyunju is a transgender woman who is joining the Squid Game competition to win money for gender-affirming surgery. So that's a bit of the backstory here. Let's read some responses. People in the quotes insisting that it totally makes sense to cast a cis man for the role because she's trying to fund her gender-affirming surgery. No, it doesn't. Transition is more than the surgery, and Park Sunghoon isn't doing any of it. Cast a trans actress. So instead of giving the role to an actual transgender person, could have gave it to a real trans person, hear me out, or they could actually hire a trans actor. So there are people who don't necessarily agree with that sentiment. For the quotes, how do you expect them to find the trans actress who is willing to out herself to get the role, who hasn't done any gender affirming surgery, who can act the role, and who is willing to withstand transphobic comments from people from South Korea and all over the world? All this possibly without getting any support from her fellow actors, Netflix, and the production team. So a lot of comments are also pointing to the fact that South Korea is quite a conservative country. It might not be a safe thing to do, and so on. But of course, let me know what you think about this in the comments. ILLIT Minju has a show, Minju's Pink Cabinet, and she had Enhypen's Jungwon and Sunghoon on the show. Now, it seems that they originally uploaded a picture only to delete the picture and then re-upload it. Now, when people do that, it obviously brings a lot of attention to the old picture, right? I mean, people are obviously going to make comparisons. Why did you delete it? What was in the old picture that you didn't want the new picture to have? And people noticed that skin tones were changed. Skin tones are changed. So here it is. Can you see the before and after? So that's all I've been seeing on Twitter. People being like, can you believe this? Oh, what in the world? So have you guys been keeping up with the Boyz situation regarding the trademark of keeping their name, of like, oh, actually, no, they can't keep their name. Well, actually, no, we offered that they can keep their name. Well, no, actually, you didn't, but blah, 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 blah. Have you guys been keeping up with that? Because we do have an update to that. The Boyz Company 100 released what I presume will be the final statement regarding this. And it does seem that they came to the conclusion that the Boyz can keep their name. Before that, it had kind of been like back and forth. No, we can't keep the name. Actually, the other company saying, no, you guys are lying, you can't keep the name, and them saying, well, actually the wording is wrong, but in the end it seems that they can keep the name, right? But the artists have recognized that IST Entertainment statement from yesterday has already made it possible to use the trademark right without any negotiation conditions for the Boyz' smooth activities and the B. Therefore, we will also recognize that negotiations for the use of free trademark rights between IST and the artists have been completed, so they can keep the name, right? But it seems that public opinion on their new company 100 and the Boyz, it's changed a bit. Some people accusing 100, the new company for the Boyz, of media play, and then some of the Boyz posts receiving a bit of backlash as well. So let's look at that. As long as it's not like the Boyz worked on it personally, I think it's pretty standard procedure. Of course, the company can sell it. 100 needs to let go of things that need to be let go of. They weren't the ones who raised the Boyz. The new company sucks. Do they want IST to swallow the losses for the inventory? What's wrong with selling it? So this was like one of the things that IST had put out, selling of old inventory. But you know, the whole thing with the Boyz, I wanted to talk about this. First of all, Kevin, not my Kevin, but the Boyz Kevin, it's like waited 7 years to post this. It's just the responses to this I thought were so funny. So he waited 7 years to post this. How long is a contract? 7 years. Obviously the Boyz, their contract is now done with IST Entertainment, and then they moved on to 100 and they can keep their name. All fine and dandy, but here are the comments. As long as he's happy. He said that he waited 7 years to post this. Maybe it's because I saw the bigger picture, but if I were a fan, I'd feel a bit exhausted. Well, the members probably know the full context better. I just feel like he really wanted to use that Dobie meme. That just cracked me up because of course he has like that Dobie thing, right? But like, it's just like waited 7 years to post this. And it's the Dobie thing. It's so random. I don't know. I thought that was funny. But then, you know, a bit of backlash as well. They're at least giving the group name somehow. It'd be better for both sides to end things on a good note, but it feels like a community style resignation. Why does he look so mature? If he wants to use the group's name, he should have indeed think a bit before acting. He really seems immature. But the whole Dobie thing, I mean, I thought that was hilarious. Waited 7 years to post this. I've been seeing this tweet go around, so I thought we could look at the quote retweets. What's a K-pop opinion that will have you like this? So just getting dragged away. So let's look at some quote retweets for fun. Cat and Dog and Gum are good songs. Y'all are just tasteless and boring. What do you think about that? Let me know in the comments. What do you think about that? Fan calls should have ended when COVID ended. What do you think about that one? Fan calls should have ended when COVID ended. Do you agree? Do you disagree? I mean, fan calls have become such a big integral part of the K-pop world. Do you really believe they should be gone? I mean, it's like on one hand, the like in person, you tend to see way less crazy stories coming out of the in-person fan signs, but then like also you're really not in front of someone during a fan call, so like what do you make of it? Definitely seen such wholesome fan calls. And, you know, some people are pointing out that, of course, it does give international fans the chance to technically meet their idols, right? That AI group who's charting and getting awards shouldn't be a thing. So I'm guessing they're talking about Plav. What do you guys think of Plav? Plav is an AI, though? I'm pretty sure they're meaning to say AI. Meaning to say Plav. Because Plav is the one winning all these groups and charting, aren't they? Weki Meki pioneered teen crush concept in main 4th gen girl groups, but nobody's ready for that combo, I fear. I've heard this time and time again. Personally, I think it's FX. I feel like FX pioneered the teen crush concept. Like if you look at like the main factors that make up teen crush, it's all within FX. All within FX. But I know a lot of people are like, well, Weki Meki did it before ITZY. And then like ITZY like popularized it, but to be debated. Let me know. INET says some kind of superiority complex when in reality you guys are no better than K-Nets. Oh. There definitely is a sense of superiority that I've seen. Like I mentioned, every time everyone's just like, oh my god, freaking K-Nets. And it doesn't even have to be about K-Nets. But sometimes I feel like people think K-Nets just means netizen. I don't know. Your faves probably aren't the people you think they are. Their entire career is based on crafting a persona to please you. That is basically it for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. These are the lovely individuals who help support my channel on a monthly basis. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. As for me, I'm gonna get going. Bye. All that and more on today. All that and oh my god, no, I can't do it. I literally can't do it. What's going on? Maybe I need a second stress ball. The second stress ball will give me the energy I need for this intro.